Let's have some front office stories. What's the story behind this photo? That's George H.W. Bush with the Minasians. We're talking Zach Sr. on the left and his sons, Zach Jr. and then Perry Minasian. What the Minasians have become to front office baseball, it's what the Manning brothers are to NFL quarterback football.
It's a documentary. I'm going to watch it.
It really
Actually,
is.
I'm going to produce it.
Oh, yes. Yeah, don't give that away. I'll tune in. Perry and Zach, kind enough to join us here on MLB Tonight. All right, D-Row, you go way back with their dad.
I signed on a minor league deal in Texas in 05, and Zack Minasian, their father, was the home clubhouse guy, and he was best home clubhouse guy. I mean, they become family, and Perry and Zach were clubhouse guys. I mean, making Starbucks runs, trying to learn the game. Like, this blows me away, but I'll be honest with you, I'm not surprised. Your love and passion for the game and the questions you would ask to myself, Mark Teixeira, Mikey Young, I mean, you kind of knew they were going to a certain level.
I want to give some props too, but really quick before we get going. Obviously, you guys are at another level now, running franchises. But growing up as clubbies, I don't think the industry, the fans might understand that the clubbies run the show, right? I mean, you guys work the longest hours. You guys are always there.
They know our darkest secrets.
That's right. Don't forget that. Don't forget that.
Can you guys talk about your time as clubbies and what that means to the teams that are in there?
Yeah, I mean, it's an unbelievable experience. So, I joke around. I say I was my dad's fourth favorite out of four. I had the bathrooms for 8 years. 50 grown men with no cleaning crews. So he's the one to blame for that. So, he had a cushion job.
That's a tough job.
He had a cushion job in the laundry room. I was doing bathrooms. So I know where I rank on the totem pole, but that's okay. But growing up in the clubhouse for me personally it was an unbelievable experience. Being around different players, different teams, different managers. I used to love the managers. We were on the visiting side early on, and I remember what Sparky Anderson walking in a room, looks like he's 100 years old, right? 5'3", pipe in his mouth. And as far as presence go, nobody had a bigger presence. So seeing different personalities, different bodies, different players, and I realized at a pretty young age I wasn't good enough to play. So it was like, what else can we do, to be a part of this game that we love so much, and went the front office role, and it's definitely worked out.
Zach, I'm wondering if that role, growing up that way, helped you understand players more for what you're doing now with the Giants.
Oh, absolutely. I think you see what they go through on a daily basis and gain an appreciation for how hard it is to play in the big leagues. And it definitely, I think, raises the bar for when you're watching players, scouting players, what it actually takes to be a major league player. So you set a pretty high standard for what you want to see on the field. And even beyond that, I think when you talk about makeup and character and seeing teammates, quality teammates, make each other better, those are all things that factor into my decision-making on a daily basis.
Well, for lack of a better term, while everyone's in their suites sitting on their hands, you know who's making moves? These two guys right here. Perry, you've made about 10 deals already, and you just took down Willie Adames. Go into that a little bit.
Well,
you seem not, honestly, Perry, you're not afraid.
Yeah, I mean, we want to get better, right? And ownership, Artie and Carol Moreno, they've given me the opportunity, the support to make this team better. And, obviously early in this offseason, been really aggressive in doing that. We lost 99 games. It's no secret. There's a lot of holes to fill. But one of the things we're really excited about is our young core. We've got a great young core, guys that are not only talented players but are winning players, and we're trying to surround them with the right people and really take this thing to the next level.
And why was Adames so attractive?
Well, we have nothing official just yet, and giving my history with physicals with the
Don't worry,
Giants,
that physical's going to work.
You got to be a little careful. But no, I think as we looked at free agency and how we can make the team better is pretty obvious. So hopefully we have something to announce soon. And I was telling someone the other day, my boss, Buster Posey, it may be a slow burn, but it burns hot. Yeah. So when it comes a chance to go out there and compete, I think we saw him do it on the field, and now it's been awesome for me to see it up close in the front office.
You talked about your young core, which I love your young core, and you brought in Travis d'Arnaud too, which I think is going to be a great fit for the guy I want to talk about, Logan O'Hoppe.
Right.
What impresses you most about him behind the plate and also in that clubhouse?
The mentality. showing up every day, doing what he needs to do to be ready to go. The makeup is outstanding, as good as I've been around from a young player, and you can see it by talking to his parents, right? I've met his mom, his dad, and you understand why he's the quality person he is, and the talent is there, the makeup is there, the want to is there, and adding a Travis d'Arnaud, who I had the pleasure to be with in Atlanta, had him in Toronto, he's as good as it gets, for a clubhouse, and he can still play.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of young arms we're trying to break in. I think with our clubhouse in general, bringing in a d'Arnaud, bringing in a Hendricks, bringing in a Kikuchi, like those types, bringing in a Newman, even a Soler, the makeup on these guys are 10 out of 10, and they're winning guys. So I'm expecting them to not only help us on the field, but off the field.
Which one's older? You are, right?
That's easy to say.
I didn't want to insult anybody. I have 5 brothers. Okay, 1 older and then 4 below me. I'm not losing in anything to my younger brothers. Rock, paper, scissors. I want to win. Okay, the first deal you two make, you can't lose the deal to your younger brother.
Yeah, well.
I don't think he can. He can lose.
There's no thoughts of losing here. So, we'll see what happens. You know what? I will say this: obviously, sitting here is a surreal moment. Having my younger brother, being in the position he's in, it's insane, right? I never got to experience that when I got this job, right? I have 3 brothers. We all talk to each other every day. We're as close as can be, and to have that feeling and seeing what's happened with his career and what he's put into it. And the best thing is I have 4 kids: Lola, Minka, Gemma, and Cash, and they're all expecting the Christmas gifts to go up a notch from with
I knew he was buttering me up.
The new salary.
So it's coming.
They're expecting forget the Target gift cards. Let's go a little higher.
So as a little brother, though, you want to make sure that he doesn't trample all over you. I just think there needs to be cameras covering, not live, but the first deal the 2 of you make.
That'd be incredible.
Yeah.
That's a big deal to baseball.
Yeah.
I mean, we even get after it on the backgammon board against each other, so there is no give. And I probably have that little brother complex where I'm gonna get him at some point. So we'll see. But like Perry said, even just to be in this position to where we can have these conversations, it's unbelievable. Credit to our parents and one of the coolest things about growing up in the clubhouse, being around all these great players and executives, was I did it with my brothers. Did it for my dad, and so it's very special and something I'm always going to appreciate.
You interacted with so many legends of the game. I mean, the family photos they must be unbelievable, right? I want to share one picture. We got to share another photo.
Crazy.
Who's Tommy? Tommy Lasorda's holding one of you.
Yeah.
Giants fans aren't going to like this picture. You guys are killing me up here.
Wait, that's you?
Yeah, I'm getting held right there. That's my godfather. So.
Tom's your godfather, though, right?
Yeah. Now I see blue, and I almost get sick. So.
Wow, I'm glad you said that on national TV.
Yeah.
Giant fans, you just cleaned up a photo as fast as possible.
I tried.
It's really wonderful. Guys, this was
So good.
awesome. And I got to tell you, I had the best view of watching your father watch this.
I know.
Yeah.
So
And
proud.
I can't imagine how proud he is of seeing you 2 guys do this right now.
Well, I will say this: if it wasn't for our mother driving us to the park, we wouldn't have shown up for work. So she deserves a lot of credit too.
So great.
That's great. And Perry, you're not cleaning bathrooms anymore, right? Not even at the house.
I'm cleaning bathrooms. I live in Southern California. I'm cleaning my own bathrooms. I got news for you.
Everything's too expensive there.
Perry Zack, this was wonderful. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us. Appreciate it,
All
guys.
right. Front office leader of the Giants and the Angels.